Hello and welcome to a video on the Blind Watch Reviewer YouTube channel. Apologies for this not coming out on Wednesday the 19th. I was feeling unwell, and so I've decided to record this on Thursday the 20th. It's almost 5 when I'm starting recording this, and I'll have this uploaded hopefully by 7. Let's start by going through the watch. This is a Quratz Citizen watch. It's an older model from, I think, the 80s. It's scratched up, you can see that. I acquired this during the lockdown, and so haven't been able to get a tub of poly watch or any Cape Cod to clean up the metal and buff that up. Came on this nice springy metal strap. I'm unsure of the name of these particular types of bracelets, but they're quite comfortable. This is just going to be a short review. We're not going to do any looking under the hood, and I'm not going to be explaining how quartz movements work when I do that, because this watch's movement ring is broken and it's a pain in the ass to put it all back together whenever I open it up. I'm trying to source a new one, so if I do, I will be re-uploading this with a replaced movement ring, so that way I can explain how it works. We're just going to cover the aesthetics today. It's made out of stainless steel construction. It appears to supposed to have been all polished, except for here on these. These look like they were supposed to be brushed, but it's all scratched to hell, so it could have been intended to be all polished, and when I finally get a hold of some Cape Cod, I'm going to make it all polished, because I'm not really a fan of the brushed aesthetic. Crystal here is a nice big plinthy slate dome. One thing I am going to be doing is replacing this. It's not watertight at all. The gasket in there's gone, and that sort of makes it not quite usable. You can see on the back here, it's just a screw-down case back. You can take off with a standard tool. I'm not going to. It's got nice crown action with distinct settings there. But it's a quartz watch, so don't expect anything fancy. It's not hacking, well, technically hacking, but not hand-wind. Because of its broken movement holder in there, or movement ring, whatever you want to call it, these don't have nice, easily defined things when you pull them out on the watch itself, but I have had this thing apart with its crown out, and it does have nice, distinct clicky settings when it isn't hampered by that movement ring, which acts like a shock absorber. The handset is interesting, giving a sort of mix between the copper and silver there. I think the hour hand is partly scratched up, and so that's why it looks sort of silverish here, but as soon as you roll it into the light, it looks gold. Nice good seconds hand. It's not perfectly aligned. It sort of falls out of alignment from about here to here, but that's forgivable. It's a quartz watch, and quartz watches aren't perfect. As you can see, this whole crystal is scratched up. That's the state I got it in. One thing you got to be careful with used watches. It was actually a lot worse, and in person it doesn't look as bad as it did when I first got it. It had quite a lot of noticeable scratches on it, and I just used some really fine steel wool to polish that up a bit. So in person, there are still some notable scratches like that, and whenever the light catches it, they're quite noticeable, but otherwise it's fine. A bit of dust under the dial. This was something that had been restored, actually, so it's no surprise there. The chapter ring there has a bit of scuffing on the paint. That might be something that you can get replaced, but I have no motivation to do that. Not that I, really mind it being a bit scratched up. You can really only see it in close-up footage. Watch wears nice. I'll show it to you on my wrist here. Right now I'm just wearing my genuine leather Dickies. That's today's watch that I'm wearing. And you can see the paint's coming off of it still, and yeah, it is brass, so there's a little bit of an update for you. It's the paint coming off, that's definitely brass. Just give you a nice wrist shot here. That's what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. I've got a fairly chunky wrist and hand. I'm not quite wearing it where I'd want to, because I had to put this on with this hand. I normally wear it a bit further up. But, yeah. That is the Citizen Quratz watch. I'll get you a better wrist shot here here. And I'll read you off the model number. There we go, that's a much nicer wrist shot. Sorry about the rattling, I'm just, I've got a sort of makeshift setup here with a bunch of DVD cases and Magic the Gathering box full of audio cassettes as my sort of thing. So it's a Citizen Quratz stainless steel 2100-289005 KT. I think that's the model number, and I think it's unit 4020131. I think that's probably the serial number, and that's probably what line it came off of. That's just speculation on my part. It's a good watch. It was the watch I wore on Sunday or Saturday. Whenever I post the time-lapse footage, I don't remember. It's a quite nice watch, general regular rotation, and I quite like it. The black and gold works quite well together. So, anyway, I hope you like this more uncut review, where it's just me talking at the camera the whole time with the watch on screen. Thought I'd try something new. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good day. I hope Wednesday was a good day as well. I guess for the algorithm, I'm going to say comment, like, and subscribe, but only if you want to. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one. One take. First time I've ever had one continuous take. That felt good. And now my watch is giving me trouble going back on the wrist.